Join me as I dive deep into the mysterious world of underwater volcanoes to discover what really lies beneath. Underwater volcanoes are one of the most fascinating and least understood features of our planet. They're like giant pillars of fire that rise up from the darkness, creating entire ecosystems that thrive in the most extreme conditions imaginable. But despite their importance, underwater volcanoes remain a mystery to many of us. They're often overlooked in favor of their more famous above-ground cousins, but trust me, these underwater giants deserve our attention. In fact, underwater volcanoes play a crucial role in shaping our planet's geology and ecosystems. They create new land, alter the chemistry of the ocean, and support an incredible array of marine life. From giant tube worms to deep-sea vent creatures, these volcanoes are home to some of the most bizarre and fascinating organisms on the planet. And yet, despite their importance, we know surprisingly little about them. One of the main reasons we know so little about underwater volcanoes is that they're incredibly difficult to study. We're talking about volcanoes that are miles beneath the surface, surrounded by crushing pressure and near-freezing temperatures. It's a hostile environment that pushes our technology to the limits, and even then, we can only scratch the surface of what's really going on down there. So why should we care about underwater volcanoes? Well, for starters, they're a window into the Earth's interior. By studying these volcanoes, we can learn more about the processes that shape our planet, from plate tectonics to magma flows. And let's not forget the incredible potential for discovery. Who knows what new species, minerals, or even resources we might find lurking in the depths. Studying underwater volcanoes is like trying to explore a dark forest without a map. We know they're out there, but we're not quite sure where or what we'll find when we get there. It's a daunting task, but one that's rich with rewards. Despite the challenges, scientists are using some pretty cutting-edge tech to study these volcanoes. From autonomous underwater vehicles to advanced sonar and seismic sensors, we're slowly but surely learning more about these underwater giants. But even with all the tech in the world, there's no substitute for old-fashioned exploration. Scientists are still venturing out into the unknown, braving treacherous conditions to get up close and personal with these volcanoes, and what they're finding is nothing short of amazing. There are several types of underwater volcanoes, each with its own unique characteristics and features. Some are slow-burning, gentle giants, while others are explosive and violent. And then there are the hydrothermal vents, underwater springs that spew out superheated water and minerals, supporting entire ecosystems that thrive in the harsh conditions. Take the example of the Loahe Seamount, for instance. This underwater volcano is located over 3,000 feet beneath the surface of the Pacific Ocean, and it's still growing. Its slopes are dotted with hydrothermal vents, each one supporting a unique array of marine life that's adapted to the extreme conditions. Or consider the Axial Seamount, which is capable of producing massive eruptions that can be heard for thousands of miles. Its slopes are covered in giant tube worms, their feathery plumes waving gently in the current. Underwater volcanoes are also hotspots of biodiversity, supporting an incredible array of marine life that's found nowhere else on the planet. From giant squid to deep-sea anglerfish, these volcanoes are like underwater cities, teeming with life and activity. Underwater volcanoes can also be devastating to marine ecosystems. A sudden eruption can release toxic chemicals, damaging marine life and even affecting human health. In 2012, the Havre Seamount erupted in the Kermadec Arc, northeast of New Zealand. It was a massive event that released millions of tons of ash and gas into the atmosphere, affecting air travel and marine life for thousands of miles around. The eruption was so powerful that it even created a new island, with satellites capturing the incredible moment when the volcano broke the surface. It was a rare glimpse into the raw power of these underwater giants, and a reminder of the importance of continued research and monitoring. So, what have we learned about underwater volcanoes? We've seen how they shape our planet's geology and ecosystems, how they're studied, and the incredible diversity of life that thrives around them. We've also seen the risks and challenges involved, from remote locations to devastating eruptions. But perhaps most importantly, we've seen the significance of these underwater volcanoes to our planet. They're a window into the Earth's interior, a source of new discoveries, and a reminder of the incredible beauty and power that lies just beneath our feet. So what do you think about underwater volcanoes? Have you ever stopped to consider the incredible world that lies beneath the waves? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to channel Tech and Trek, also to suggest topics for future videos. I'd love to hear from you.